the respect the teachers show the kids, the students, but also the parents. And when I say respect, I mean they keep the students accountable to their learning.
I'm Agnes Stowicki, Managing Editor with Our Kids. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading private and independent schools to bring you insights into school programs, culture, traditions, and leadership. This includes insights from parents, alumni, and administration. This is the Our Kids Insider Perspective.
So my son was in public school and we felt like he was getting lost, meaning that he wasn't keeping himself accountable. Nobody else was keeping himself as accountable. His grades weren't great, but more importantly, he just wasn't passionate about learning. So that was our big reason for starting to look for something outside the public system. So I guess a few schools interviewed him and we interviewed them. And when we met the staff at ATI, we knew that it was going to be a good fit. They were passionate teachers. It was different. They were more focused on individual learning rather than the grades. It was more about the growth than the finished product. So we knew that was the right fit for him. About the school, I would say my son would say that he appreciates that he's given different ways, different opportunities to learn. So how I would describe it is that they can take history. They just did a curriculum on history, but used it for current. So he made a YouTube channel based on history. So it's a combination, and they have opportunities to do different things. It's not just one book report. They can do a podcast, they can do a YouTube channel, they can do a book report. There's many different chances and ways to learn that best fits their individual need. For the best thing that stands out for the school for me, it's the respect the teachers show the kids, the students, but also the parents. And when I say respect, I mean they keep the students accountable to their learning, but it's not a one size fits all. They recognize every kid has different insecurities, and they really work on building the confidence of the child more so than even the mark. Not really. We did a lot of research into it and we got a good feeling from ATI. Most importantly, we got a good feeling from the team and the teachers. So no, I'm actually not surprised, and that's a positive thing. I think the respect thing, going back to the respect thing, respect meaning for themselves as a student, respect for the teachers. And this doesn't mean that it's demanded, it's that they role model respect to the students and it's given back, but also respect for the community, our local community. They do, litter cleanup days, but also they're really, really good at keeping the kids mindful that they are part of a bigger global environment. They're part of a world. They're a world citizen. So always keeping that in play. They do a really good job of that. I don't know a lot of the similarities, but the one thing I could say is that when I speak with the parents, it's all we're very thankful and grateful that our kids are in a school where there's individual learning, but they really focus on a school culture as well. So they're not allowed their cell phones during the day, which I think is great. And recently they encouraged the kids, and the students made up the decision not to have them at lunch as well, because to encourage them to go outside more and play. Physical fitness, social connection is so important. A lot of these children have lost it during COVID, and ATI does a really good job of building back up the social connections. Achievement-wise this year, I would say he is most proud of one subject. He left the public school and he felt like he just wasn't good at this subject, and his teachers gave him work. He was frustrated, but they moved him along, and I'm not sure if that was appropriate. At ATI, they actually stopped and taught him the basics, which was hard for him to go back, even pre-grade level for him. But now he's so proud because the subject that he always said he wasn't good in, now he's excelling in, because he understands somebody took the time to teach him and recognize it wasn't you missed parts of it. It wasn't you that's not good at it. Here you go. So I'd say he's most proud of that. I would say the teachers and the administration are the main reason why I would encourage any parent to reach out to ATI, because the staff, the administrator, it comes from an area of the students are who they're working for. And it's not about, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like they're part of their life. They're part of their academic journey. The respect they show, and the discipline, the accountability. I've walked into the school during school hours, and it's amazing to watch the fun projects, the work they put into it, taking time for each student. They are the main asset of the school. First would go back to the teachers, the administrator. That's actually number 1, 2, and 3, but I will give you 2 more, but that is the most important. You can have the most beautiful facilities, resources, but the most important is that teacher, and ATI has those teachers. That's the first one. The second one is it's a smaller setting, class size, which I really like, so students don't get lost in the process. People know their name, they have that built, and because of that, they have a connection with the teachers, but also with each other. And the third reason is, for me, is flexibility. That flexibility to learn, the ability to, I don't have to just do this report. I'm interested in this area, I can do it. The teachers are always encouraging them, even if they have a project, that if they have something else, they can work on that. So it really encourages kids to challenge themselves, to try new things, because the teachers don't look at it as pass or failures. It's about mastery. It's about getting better at something. So it's about teaching the kids. The third one would be teaching the kids that enjoy the learning more so than the final product, the final grade. Enjoy the opportunity to learn. Yeah, I have 3 children in 3 different schools. And so I've navigated the public, private, all the specialized programs. And I would tell them to ask as many questions as you can, advocate for what your kid needs. And what the reason why I went to ATI is, when I did that, I was received with that response that was, I am here to teach your child the best way I can. And I trusted them. And I felt that connection with the teachers. That's the one thing that you really look at, more so than the beautiful buildings. It's the people, it's the teachers. They spend so much time with your children. So that's what I would tell any parent looking.
For more information about this school, you can visit their profile at ourkids.net.